Alright guys, DJDhan 1. Today I'm going to be looking at the Radius 3000 from American Audio. And I've actually bought two of these units. Just because I wanted to upgrade my rig a little bit. So, on this unit itself, every DJ seems to be looking at the Q button to see how responsive it is. And with this unit, it's very responsive. It's not like some of those lower end ones where you hit it and you get a 1 second gap. With this one you hit it and it's like this. So you're getting that straight away kick in as soon as you hit that Q button, which is great. Another great thing on this unit is you've got 3 jog wheel modes, and obviously you've got your normal jog wheel mode, so when you're playing the music, if you move the jog wheel you can speed it up, your pitch bend, or you can slow it down. Like that. And when it comes to pitch bending, you've also got this plus and minus button here, so you can another jog wheel mode is the scratch mode, so you can be playing, tap it in the scratch mode, which is down here, and it'll flash blue. Then you can just so that's the scratch mode. And this last mode here has to be one of my favourites I've ever seen on a CDJ. If you don't like using the Q button for any reason, if you turn that one on, you've got your scratch mode, or you can just tap the jog wheel to Q. So and you can also scratch. So while you've got that mode on, it's Q and scratch. So that's the 3 jog wheel modes. Now down here you've also got a BPM and tap buttons. If you wanted to tap into BPM, you could be playing it and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will change your BPM up here on the display. Or if you just wanted to do it auto, there's a little BPM button here. You just tap that, it shoves it into auto mode and brings up the BPM. So that's those two. When it comes to the pitch range on the American Audio Radius 3000, you've got 4 modes. You've got 4%, which is +4, -4. You've got 8%, which is -8, +8. You've got 16%, which is +16, and -16. And you've got 100%, so +100 or -100, which will stop it. But when you're in this mode, you can actually slowly bring the track in. But if you didn't want to have it sounding like a chipmunk when you're at 100% like this, what you could do is activate this button here, the lock. If you tap that on when it's in the centre, what it will do is key lock it, so the vocals of the actual sound of it will change the same, will stay the same, and the actual sound of the music will just speed up. So I'll demo that to you. So there we go. As you can hear, it's not going squeaky, it's just speeding up. So that's key lock. And if you didn't want a pitch control on at all, you've got this little sun button here, which you can just hit, and it will de-illuminate, or whatever you call it when it's not lit up. You can hit play, and then the no matter what you do here, it's not going to change the pitch. So that's that. Also on the Radius 3000 there's a great hotkey and memory feature. Now on here, all you do is say you're playing, you hit the M to light up the M here, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sample banks you can store hotkeys in or samples. And to do samples you basically set a loop. So I'll show you this first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably not the best loop, but what you can be doing is you can reloop it. And if you wanted to store that, you can hit 1 here, so. And then as you've seen, it just flashed and it's put it on number 1. So if we hit sample there, so as you can see, that's now the sample. I've stopped the track and the sample's playing in the background. To stop that you just hit the M. So that's great because you could be playing a track, you could have made a sample in the track and then you could just hit sample, bring that in there, and you could be sampling, say, a vocal that says "Are you ready?" over the top, like in Bass Hunter. So that's great, and if you wanted just to set a normal hotkey, it's as easy as just hitting play, pressing the M, and then just going. And now we've set all of those, you can just play around. So. There's your hotkey feature. And another great thing about this unit is it's got a built-in effects. So just bear with me just a second, and I'd be willing to show you that. All you do to activate your effects is you've got a little beat selector up here. You've got left and right arrows, and you can go from 1/16, 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1/1, 2/1, or 4/1. And the effects to me always seem to sound quite impressive on the 3/4. And I'm going to do this, I'm just going to play the track. And you've got filter. And obviously you can be changing around the amount of beats it does the song, so I'll go down to 1/2, 1/4, and that's 4/1. You've got an echo, which you'll see if I hit pause. If I change it to 4/1, there's the echo effect. You've got a trans, which sounds a bit weird unless you have it on about 1/1, but here you go. Just sounds like it's cutting out, so. There you go. You've got a skid mode, which if set to 4/1, you can see. So if I hit play pause, it's kind of like a break effect on the virtual DJ. And it will come back in. You've got a phaser. Let's go back to the beginning again. So there's your phaser. And you've got a flanger. There's your flanger effect. And you've got a pan, which does your left and right speaker, but I'm not sure if it's going to pick this up, but I'll give it a go anyway. You might be able to hear that going from left to right. And the last one here is a reverse, so we can and then take it out again. So that's your effects. And the cool thing with the effects is, say we were listening to a filter, you've got your X and Y parameters, so you can change the amount of effect. Like you kind of can on Virtual DJ a little bit, but you only have for one. This one you've got X and Y. So if I just activated a filter, there's your parameters. So that's always fun. And another good thing with this is that you've got the effects mode here. You've also got a smart loop function. So if you're not all good at setting loops, you whack it into smart loop and it will set the loop for you on that beat. So there you go. So that set a smart loop for us, which is great. And another good thing is you've got the advanced track feature, which is now featured on quite a lot of other American audio products, so you can choose the next track, whack it in, and it'll go straight onto it, which is brilliant. And to show you this, I can just bring in something here. So you could be playing away, you press advanced track, you find, say, the next song you want to bring in, and then you just whack it down. That's brilliant. And that is pretty much all of the features. I mean, you've got your time to change it from remaining to it, what's already gone, the elapsed. You've got your single or just your go through the disc. And when it comes to playing media, this is very flexible to what you can do. You've got MIDI mode, which if you whack it on, it'll go to MIDI, so you can play with Virtual DJ or Tractor or any other type of MIDI program that you want to play with. You've got your USB, so you can put in a memory stick on top, and self-powered hard drives. And you can do some powered hard drives. It's got CD, so you can pop in a CD, and you've got SD.